I am Batman. Average Sniper.
What's up, guys? Average Sniper here, and welcome to another video. Today I am playing Call of Duty Modern Warfare Beta on PlayStation 4. And let me tell you what, guys, this is very nostalgic for me because this game reminds me of Modern Warfare 2, which was one of my favorite Call of Duties. I used to be a big Call of Duty player for Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3, Black Ops 2. I even played some Ghosts and Advanced Warfare. So yeah, I've played Call of Duty for a very long time. And I stopped playing it after Advanced Warfare, where it got too unrealistic, if you will. And I started playing other games, Battlefield, PUBG, what have you. But this Call of Duty reminds me of playing Modern Warfare 2 with better graphics. The time to kill seems almost the same. The guns are realistic. The movement is realistic. It's still a very arcadey shooter. That's just what Call of Duty is. But overall, I had a very fun experience playing the beta, and I'm sure I will continue to do so. Let me give you my thoughts on this Call of Duty versus other Call of Duties and other games and what we were expecting and what we've got so far with the beta. And I also want to touch a little bit on the rumored Battle Royale mode that might be coming for Modern Warfare. Alright, so basically, I don't know what I was expecting, but there was a lot of hype that this Call of Duty had a new game engine made just for Call of Duty. It was going to be different. It was going to be boots on the ground. It was going to have these huge player battles, and I don't think we get any of the huge player battles in the beta. At least I haven't seen any yet. But we do get the ground war, which was 10v10, I believe, and that was pretty fun. And overall, I've really enjoyed it. Now, there has been a lot of camping. I don't remember the last video game I played that had this many people just sitting in corners and just waiting for somebody to run by. But I do remember when I used to play Call of Duty, that was a big problem, or maybe the meta. There was just a lot of people who preferred to sit in a room or sit in a window and just try never to move, and that was really annoying. So playing objective-based game mode's probably a little better than playing a game mode like Team Deathmatch, where people really have no incentive to run out from cover or move at all. But other than the massive amount of campers I experienced in the beta, I had an incredibly enjoyable time. We got to play 3 different maps. One of the maps is a city type of map, and the other map is like a desert map with a little village and a cave. And the other map reminds me of a European village where there's a little bit of countryside, but mostly you're fighting inside of the village. It's very classic Call of Duty, and I have to say that I really like it. So my thoughts on this Call of Duty is I think they did a really good job. I had a lot more fun than I thought I would playing the beta, and I'm glad that they kept it boots on the ground and brought back the semi-realistic feel that Modern Warfare 2 used to have. Let's be honest, Call of Duty is nowhere near realistic or simulation, but it is nice to have people not jumping around with exosuits or running on walls or doing all kinds of crazy stuff that would never ever happen in real life. I like to play games that are based in reality, but not necessarily realistic. If the game is too realistic, then I might not have as much fun. I found the AFK guy, killed him a couple times. But yeah, I think overall they did a very good job, and I would like to hear you guys' thoughts and comments in the comments section. I did find a couple bugs. There seems to be a bug with the cruise missile, which is basically the Predator missile from MW2, where it doesn't give you control soon enough, so you can't always aim at your targets if they're right under you. You can't go like straight down with it. Maybe it's just something I'm doing wrong, but it seemed like everybody was kind of complaining about that. The assault rifles seem to work very well. They are pretty much laser beams, just like they used to, and that's one of the things I've always kind of liked about Call of Duty is how the guns work. You know, it's not too much recoil. They're basically just laser guns, and that's what gives it the arcadey feel. You just run around and shoot people and don't worry too much about the recoil. A lot of people that like realistic games don't like that, but me, I tend to enjoy it. So that's my thoughts, guys. Overall, I think they did a great job. I'm glad it's boots on the ground. It's not exactly what I was expecting, but I don't know what I was expecting. So that's not necessarily a bad thing. Oh, and I forgot to mention, I know there's going to be a lot of questions. I did mention this is on PlayStation 4, and as you can probably see, there is mouse and keyboard support enabled. This is the first Call of Duty where full mouse and keyboard support is allowed on PlayStation 4 and Xbox, and obviously PC. This Call of Duty is also the first Call of Duty that is full crossplay, which I think is a very good job. Now, it's peripheral-based matchmaking, which means if you have a keyboard and mouse, it's only supposed to match you with other people that have keyboard and mouse, unless it's having trouble finding a lobby, then it will put you in with regular players. It works the same way with the crossplay. Now, if you elect to play with someone, if you're using a controller and they're using a keyboard and mouse and you're in the same party, it will put you in crossplay mode, which means you're going to go up against a plethora of different players. Some might be on Xbox, some might be on PC, some might be using keyboard and mouse, you just don't know. So guys, I don't think using keyboard and mouse on console in games where it's not allowed is a good thing, but if they allow this, then you might as well use it because a mouse is always going to be more accurate than a controller. But I still find myself getting owned quite a bit by the heavy aim assist. I did use a controller for a little bit just to test the aim assist, and it is the standard Call of Duty aim assist that we're all used to. Pretty much just locks onto target, and there were plenty of people with controllers that just demolished me over and over again. So I think the aim assist is a good compensator since they're going to allow people with keyboard and mouse from PC and on console to play in the same lobbies. Big point of controversy. Now let's talk a little bit about the Battle Royale mode, guys. The Battle Royale mode has not been officially confirmed or denied by the Call of Duty devs. There are some hints and rumors that there might be a mode that Ravensoft might be making the Battle Royale mode, and I honestly think that would be an amazingly good idea, especially if they didn't just make it a game mode that's part of Call of Duty that you have to buy the base game for. I think it would be a great idea, keeping in mind that I'm not a market strategist or anything like that. I do think it would be a great idea to build a separate game from this Call of Duty engine that basically is Call of Duty, but make it a Battle Royale and make it free so that people that don't play Call of Duty can get a taste of it. There are so many of my friends out here who will not touch Call of Duty again just because they got a bad taste in their mouth with Advanced Warfare and Black Ops 3 and Call of Duty Ghosts, you know, all the ones that realistic players tended not to like. The players that like more realism, and they just won't come back, you know. And for a while I was one of those, but I've always given every new Call of Duty a try. And this one is my favorite one in years, probably my favorite one since Black Ops 2, and that's just the beta, so hopefully it can only get better. Now, given that information, if people get a free version of Call of Duty in the Battle Royale format, maybe that will encourage more people to buy it. So it seems like a good marketing strategy to me, if they do indeed make a Battle Royale version, to make that Battle Royale so that pretty much anybody can play it for free on any platform that they want. I think that would be amazing, and ultimately I think it would be a good move for Call of Duty. I want to know what you guys have to say about everything we just talked about, especially about the Battle Royale mode and the controversy between Call of Duty officially allowing keyboard and mouse to be used on console. You can literally just plug any keyboard and mouse into your PlayStation or Xbox and start playing with it. On this game. So you can only do that with games that allow it. And I think right now there's only a few. I know Fortnite is one of them. Call of Duty is another one. There might be a third that I can't remember, but that is a big controversial issue. I'm curious to see what you guys have to say in the comments section. I hope you guys enjoyed this gameplay. I know I've been enjoying playing the new Call of Duty. The beta is free right now on PS4. Starting on the 19th, it will be on Xbox One and PC for people that have pre-ordered, and then a couple days later, anybody will be able to try the beta. Thanks for watching, guys. Leave a like if you enjoyed, subscribe if you want to see more, and join if you'd like to support. Later.